What's going on, everyone? My name is Marco, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Logitech G602 gaming mouse. So I got this one because it was more than half off. Amazon had it normally for $79.99, and I was able to pick it up for $34.99. I'm not sure if that sale is still going on right now, but for that price I just couldn't really pass it up. It is wireless, which I don't really like as far as a gaming mouse goes, but I just wanted to kind of check it out and see what it would do. So my current mouse I'm using right now is the Logitech G502, I believe. It's a wired gaming mouse that's RGB, of course. This one, to the best of my knowledge, does not have any lights at all, which is probably fine because it is wireless, so you don't really want extra lights taking up battery power, or else you're going to have it plugged in all the time like it was wired anyway. Yeah, so basically that about sums it up here. I don't think it has any weights or anything like that that you can put in it like the G502 does. So kind of looks the same just in the picture anyway as the G502, just a little different, but overall looks like the same kind of mouse. So right here on the back we're going to see some information here. It's got 11 programmable controls, and you know, that's kind of all it's got there, and 250 hours of wireless battery life. So that's pretty impressive, actually. I'm not going to lie about that. But you know, we'll have to see how it is in real life, you know what I mean? So, oh, and you could even do it's got adjustable DPI, much like my G502 does. Got a battery life indicator. Just trying to see if it says RGB anywhere. No, it does not, so that's fine. I don't really care, honestly. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into this real quick. Oh wow, hold on a second. Right here, oh wow, it even comes with 2 AA batteries pre-installed. I figured it had like a built-in proprietary battery, but that's actually pretty cool. So that means that once they start to die, you could just replace them, I guess. I don't really know, because maybe there's some kind of special rechargeable ones that you can't get in the store. But that'd be really stupid, because what's the point of making them AA if you can't really change them, right? But, oh, wait a minute. It looks like you don't recharge it. Looks like it's actually got batteries, like, only. You can't actually plug it in to charge it like other Logitech mice have had. That's interesting. Alright. Wow, that's pretty cool. So that means that you're not dealing with constantly having to plug it in. I like that better, actually. I'd rather just change the battery than have to plug it in while I'm using it. So that's actually better in my opinion. You might not like that, but for me it's good. So go ahead and break the seals here and here. I just cut the box a bit. Oh well. Pull on this tab here. Alright, so we're going to be pulling out this lunch tray style piece of plastic here. So here's the mouse right here. We'll set that aside for a second. And then kind of dump everything else out, so it's totally empty now, the box. Right here we have, okay, yeah, so this is what they call, I guess on the box, the wireless receiver extender. So it's just going to be your, let's just open it up, it's easier to see it through without the plastic on it there. So this is just going to be a really long looking USB cable here. It's got just USB to USB here. It's just an extension there. You just plug in your receiver into there, or really use this for anything else you want to use it for, USB related. So it's just a USB cable, nothing too special there. Some warranty information here, all that stuff. And then probably some instructions on how to use the mouse. Oh, here we go. So it looks like here. Yeah, just talks about it a bit. Nothing too special there. Probably something you can figure out anyway playing around with the gaming software. So we'll go ahead and actually open this part up now. Looks like we just pop this plastic back, just like so. And then here's the mouse. Already feels kind of nice in the hand. Feels really light, and it has batteries already in it. That's pretty surprising here. Huh. So I guess it has this little thing you pull out to activate the battery to make contact with the positive or negative terminals, whatever's going on in there. So as you can see there, it's going to be the G602. Really nice looking. Feels a lot lighter, I would say, than my G502 does, because I actually have weights in that one. It's got a few weights that it came with, so yeah. I mean, I don't expect this to be too heavy. And then of course we've got our receiver here, which is just that little kind of flash drive style thing that you can get now with these. So it's easy to lose, unfortunately, if you unplug it and want to move it around, which is really annoying because losing this would mean probably having to contact Logitech. I doubt you have to buy a new mouse. There's probably a way to get this, but I don't know how to sync it up. It's probably some kind of process that is a little daunting. I'm not too sure. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's in the box there. I kind of want to look at the mouse some more because I'm very interested in it. Because like I said, it was very impulse. I saw that price and I was like, wow, I should totally buy that mouse. So it's got some plastic here we're just going to remove. Keeps it pretty during shipping, I guess. Okay, so already I'm seeing a whole bunch of buttons on the side here. It looks like we've got 6 buttons, or maybe 7 buttons. I can't tell if that's a button. I don't think so. But, alright, so it looks like we got 6 buttons here on the side. They feel nice overall. They feel very tactile there. They're not going to break. At least that's how they feel. They don't feel like they're going to break. This is probably our LED power indicator. We'll turn it on in just a second. I just wanted to kind of check it out. Some more buttons up here. Scroll wheel feels good. Trying to see if it's got one of those scroll wheels that like you can kind of freewheel. Doesn't look like it does. Looks like it's just going to be like geared. And this is probably the DPI selector here. So it looks like it has 2 settings here that you may or may not be able to customize. Yeah, that's what that looks like there. But overall, it feels nice. It's got a little bit of texture here. That feels alright there. The thumb rest looks like it's going to feel pretty nice. That's a nice rest there. So, I mean, it's a gaming mouse by marketing, but doesn't really look like one, I guess you could say. I mean, aside from the buttons here, it looks pretty plain and simple, you know? I mean, I've got this like $8 Amazon mouse over here that's on this computer right now, and it's just like really vibrant compared to this. If you just look at the two, I mean, this says, hey, I'm a gaming mouse, even though it's not really much of a gaming mouse because it was like $8 and I don't know, it doesn't really feel all that great, honestly, but I don't know. It's a nice mouse, I guess, but anyway, that's a separate issue there. So this mouse feels pretty nice overall. The buttons feel good. I mean, on my mouse pad here, it feels pretty nice too. So we'll go ahead and also compare it to the G502 as far as looks go and feel. And we'll see what we can get going on in the Logitech gaming software here for it. Alright, so I've brought my normal gaming mouse over here from my gaming PC just now. Basically, this is the G502 like I was telling you about. I'm going to be trying to use the G602 a bit on that PC just to see how I like it while playing Battlefield and COD and all games like that, GTA. Yeah, so this is what I've been using for about a year now, just about a year. It's pretty nice as well. This one on Amazon at the time of filming this is going to be $50, down from $80 as well. So I'm not sure if the G602 is still on sale at this time of filming, but yeah, so this is $50 right now. Normally $80. Not sure what it's going to be when you go to look at it, but basically this one, the way it looks to me anyway, if we put them side by side here, it looks to me like this is going to be the same mouse, except this one's wireless with slightly less features. They look overall like the same basic design. This one's a little bit fatter looking right here, probably to make room for the battery and stuff like that. Yeah, but overall they have very similar looks to them. And see what I was talking about before with the difference with that on the fly like scroll wheel selection thing is right now this one's set to be like that, you know, with a little like kind of gear feeling in there. It's got that resistance. But I press this little button here and now it just spins. It's really nice when you're scrolling through documents, doing stuff like that, because you just can do that and you don't have to constantly, you know, do this. It's annoying. This is really good. So it's kind of disappointing that mouse doesn't have that, actually. This right here is going to be your DPI selector, which I think has 3 or 4 settings. I forget 100% what it has, but nonetheless, it appears that it has a little more selective capabilities than the G602 does. And one nice thing I like about this mouse, which I don't think is something you can even consider doing with the G602, is the fact that you can add the weights to it. So you just kind of grab right here on the edge and pull it back, and then it opens it up, and now it reveals where the weights go here. So I have every weight possible that it came with in here, and it feels so good in the hand. It really does. Each one of these is 3.6 grams. So if you guys want to math that, it's going to have 5 of them in there times 3.6. That tells you how much weight I added to it. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool feature there because you can get it right for your hand. And then the Logitech logo here, well, the G logo, is RGB as well. And it changes based on your DPI setting. I haven't really messed with it too much to see how, like, if you can change it per DPI. I don't really care, honestly. I just set it to red and forget it, because that's like my whole theme with that build. So yeah, so then we got some buttons here, of course, on the side. This is like back and forth if you're browsing, stuff like that. I use this for various things in different games. Like, for example, in Call of Duty, I use this for the C key to be able to crouch and slide and all that, like in Black Ops 3 and games like that. Well, actually, I have it mapped for C for everything right now, but that's the only game I actually care to use it in. So, yeah. And then we got some more buttons up here, just like the other mouse, honestly. It's pretty much the same as far as the button setup goes here. Just you can see them a little better on here because they're silver. So, yeah, we don't get all these buttons, though, on the side of this new mouse, on this mouse, so that's a little different there. But overall, I would say this mouse is better looking. It looks a little bit cooler to me, a little bit narrower. It's nice, and you don't have to worry about charging or replacing the batteries. This one, you know, I feel like this one's a little bit more for mainstream, just general computer use, with some gaming thrown in, kind of like the G413 silver gaming keyboard there. I feel like they're more generic, but they just throw the gaming name on there so they can charge a little more for it and put the G logo on it. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and hop right into the gaming software and see what we can come across with these two. Well, this one anyway, mostly. Alright, so now we're here with the PC set up, and the mouse, the receiver is plugged into the PC here, but the mouse has not yet been turned on, so we're going to do that right now. We're going to just pull this out, like that, I guess, and now I guess it's on. It looks kind of on. Yes, it is on. Okay. So, like I was saying, it's plugged in, so it should just work. Yep, and it works. Awesome. So it's working, and wow, it feels really good. It's kind of getting a little laggy, though. It's kind of dropping frames, like, I guess you could say, but not really sure what that's about. Maybe that's a setting, or maybe it's just because it's wireless and I'm not used to that anymore. I don't know. Kind of minimal, but nonetheless it's there. Maybe I have to play around with the DPI selection. That's definitely better. It's a lot choppier with the first setting of DPI, so that's not for me at all. We're going to go ahead and put it in the green one. I guess there's a blue and a green. Oh, maybe this has to do with the performance and endurance modes that's on the box. It says something about that. But the blue mode is not good. Not at all. Like, it doesn't even work sometimes. That, or maybe this bothers it. I'm not sure, but I mean, yeah. I actually have to, like, lift the mouse to make it work. That's not good. So that's kind of a bad first impression of this thing, I must say. But let's go ahead and just show you what I mean here. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera up a bit. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the mouse too well, but I'll try to bring it more into view of the okay, here we go. So it's there, you could see it. I mean, I could see it anyway, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the tracking between the frame rate of the monitor and the camera here. But I'm moving the mouse right now, as you can see my hand, and the mouse is just staying put, and then it moves around again. So that's pretty bad. Like, my hand's constantly moving. I'm trying to keep it in a place where the camera can see it well, but like, I'm moving it right now, guys, and it's not really doing anything. So that's pretty bad. Like, just look at my hand, and see it stops. It's not moving at all right now. Look at my hand. Okay. Once again, same thing. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It's disappointing there, so let's do a little bit more of that just so you can get a look, and so I can get a feel of that too, because this is going to impact me wanting to use it. Alright, so it looks like you probably got the picture by now. So we'll go ahead and switch it into the green mode, and it feels much better. So there's no choppiness at all like this, and it just works. So something's definitely not right about that. Like, maybe that's the way it's done by design, but that's not very good to me. Oh, it's doing it too, so I don't know, maybe it's more about range and where the receiver is here. So, and the computer's not even that far away, to be quite honest. I mean, I can just go ahead and show you guys where the computer is. It's right here under this light. I mean, it's plugged in there, so we're not very far at all from that. So I don't know. I'll go ahead and try it with the range extender, and I'll bring it up here and we'll get back to that real quick. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and plugged in the extension cord here. So the receiver is right here now. You can see it. There it is. That's the receiver. It might as well be a wired mouse at this point. Because if you actually want to use this for like an HTPC or something like that, I mean, how far you really don't want to drape this wire across your living room or theater room, right? But for the purposes of the test now, let's go ahead and go along with it. So you guys can see the mouse. Maybe now let me fix that so you can see the mouse a little better. Alright. So I could see it in the camera, so I'm hoping you guys could too in the video in the end. But so moving it around now, it's definitely better. We'll put it back into that mode that I noticed the issue more. So we'll put it back into blue DPI there. And the problem is gone. So I guess it was more about range, not so much the mouse, but that's a little, I mean, I don't know how far we can push it. I'm not going to go through all the different scenarios here, but that was not far to begin with, so I don't know, that's kind of an issue for me. I mean, not so much because I don't really use it anywhere else other than the desk, but the point I'm trying to make is maybe if you guys want to use it for like a theater or something like that, this might not be the best mouse to go with. Like if you want to set up a table for an HTPC for some light gaming, like some CSGO or maybe some other games, like whatever you want to play, this may not be the best choice because it couldn't even be 3 feet away from the receiver without giving me issues. So if you're going to ideally play maybe 10 feet away from where your PC is and where you're going to be stationed, you know, in a theater, that would probably be a huge issue for you. So just saying, but now that it's close, it actually feels good. It seems like it works well and all that. So we'll go ahead and see what we can come up with here in the gaming software. So that's for the keyboard there. The mouse is here. Beautiful. Look at that. Windows is complaining. That's cool. Okay, so I guess here, alright, so we can store stuff on the mouse here like my 502. And I guess this is more stuff that you put in the computer. Oh, no, it's game detection. Okay. So I guess here it tells us our DPI setting, endurance. So I guess it's for battery life. And we were in performance, so blue is performance. So, alright, so here we can customize all of our buttons and all that stuff, but we can't change colors because there's no lights on this, as you can see. So nothing like that. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is just go ahead and kind of, I'm just going to plug in my G602, or I'm sorry, my G502 here, so we can just see a little difference of how the gaming software looks and things of that nature. So we'll do that now. Alright, so now I went ahead and plugged in my G502. I keep wanting to call it the 602. That's this one. Alright, the 502 here, and feels like home to me, but here we have more options you could choose from. Obviously, it has like RGB lighting and all that stuff in here. So you can change the logo's lighting effects. You can turn it off altogether. I mean, it's right there. It lights up, and you can change its colors, like I was saying earlier. Let's make it red. Now it's red. You can set different profiles for it. So this, I feel like this one might be a little better for gaming. I don't know. It looks like it has more choices. I didn't really notice any of this on the other one, but since we could just change it on the fly, since I'm just using this, we can just go ahead and see the difference here. So, where did I put the little receiver? There it is. Alright, so here's that one again. And, okay, so you have DPI settings here, but I guess you have to import and export profiles. You can't just make them like you can with this one, it looks like. That's what it seemed like. So anyway, this mouse right here is not really as much of a gaming mouse as this one. If you want a wireless mouse that's gaming related, I guess this is a good one, except for the fact that you can't be more than 3 feet away from it without having issues with the responsiveness, like it's losing its connection, it seems. So for $80 normally, this mouse, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's probably the best buy if you want a wireless mouse for gaming, especially for $80. I mean, it's kind of like probably find something better on the market, or maybe even go Bluetooth. Maybe Bluetooth's the best choice, honestly, for something like that, because Bluetooth doesn't really have the same issues as just regular wireless does. You can't really, at least to my understanding, you can't really, it doesn't lose signal as quick. So anyway, yeah guys, that about sums it up. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe and like the video, and leave a comment down below. Thanks guys.